Welcome back to Movie Recaps. Today I will show you a 2010 drama film, titled Lock Up. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. In Spain, single father Luis is having trouble with Fran, his teenage son. Fran is rude, disobedient, violent, and just a general pain in the rear. He smokes and drinks a lot, plays hooky, insults his dad, blames him for his mother leaving them when he was a baby, and stays up late on the computer chatting with his friends while making enough noise to keep Luis awake when he needs to rest before going to work. Luis tries to communicate with his son, reminding him that he needs to be responsible if he wants to have a future, but Fran never pays attention to his father's worry and stress. Most of Fran's time is spent with his best friends Nuria and Miguel, and Nuria becomes the girl Fran has his first time with. When they're done, Nuria mentions love between them, but Fran quickly disappoints her by saying they're just friends with benefits and not an actual relationship. Meanwhile, Fran's stress keeps getting worse when he receives some worrisome calls at work. First, Fran's teacher asks him for a meeting so they can talk about Fran constantly missing classes. A few days later, he gets a call from the hospital because Fran and Miguel have gotten in a fight. When Luis goes to pick up his son, Miguel's parents ask him to control Fran because he's being a horrible influence on his friends. Luis scolds Fran for his behavior and tells him he'll start coming to the store to work, but Fran answers by kicking the car and punching his father before fleeing. On Fran's 17th birthday, the boy steals money from his father and leaves the house after drinking wine to celebrate at a club with his friends. He's having a great time, but the evening puts a bad taste in his mouth when he finds Nuria kissing another guy. Meanwhile, Luis is alone in the house with the cake he had bought for his son. After blowing the candles himself, he decides he's had enough and searches the internet for a solution. This is how he discovers Sima, a correctional center that specializes in rowdy teenagers. Luis watches a bunch of videos where parents share their experiences. They also had sons and daughters that misbehaved and even hit them, but Sima took their little rebels and transformed them into well-mannered, responsible students. Luis only stops watching when he hears Fran come back. The boy is upset and almost goes to his father.